So our next myth combines two things that don't normally go together: projectiles and wine.
Oh, you're talking about the exploding wine truck myth.
Correct. Supposedly, a semi filled with wine crashed on the freeway and caught fire.
Oh yeah, and the fire gets so hot that it causes the wine bottles to violently fire out their corks.
How violently? Like, were they lethal?
Well, we don't know because no one was ever hit. But here's the mythical part. Supposedly, the corks flew 100 feet, and when the bottles went off, they sounded just like machine gun fire.
There's no doubt this blazing bottle inferno actually happened. But were the reports of its demise greatly exaggerated? Did it really launch corks over 100 feet with a machine gun-like rattle?
Okay, the way I see it is we've got two directions we can go here. Either we just set a wine truck on fire and see what happens, or we can go to the shop and do some bottle testing.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm a little hesitant to set a whole truck full of wine on fire unless we know what's going to happen. So why don't we start out with learning more about wine and the bottles and the corks, and then move on to our small scale.
Ooh, research.
Since this myth is about corks firing out of wine bottles like machine guns, we thought what better place to go than Domaine Carneros Winery to see what kind of circumstances might have caused this to happen. Was it the bottles? Was it the liquids inside the bottles? Or was it the heat applied to the bottles?
And to find the answers, Kari's encountered an expert.
You've been making wine for 30 years. What do you think of the idea that if a wine truck caught on fire, that wine corks could start shooting out of it like a machine gun?
I believe it is conceivable. I know that when wine bottles get too warm, that sometimes the cork will push out a little tiny bit. I think that still wine bottles under extreme pressure of intense fire could shoot corks or could explode.
And pressure is the name of this game. As heat is applied, the wine starts to evaporate, which increases the pressure in the bottle until... But what else could affect the power of the projectile?
Is there a possibility that the shape of the bottle might have any sort of effect on the pressure?
I don't think so. The shapes of the bottles are determined by tradition and custom, but I think under extreme temperature, all bets could be off.
So bottle shape might be a factor. And on the champagne assembly line, Grant's found something that definitely is carbonation.
Sorry, it's my first day. Sorry, everybody.
With an internal pressure of 80 psi, adding heat to a champagne bottle may make it more likely to shoot for the moon.
So this machine is the corker. Now from this moment on, this bottle becomes a pressure vessel, potentially housing the kind of force that can cause a wine bottle to turn into a machine gun. And that is what this myth is all about.
So after a long day's research, what's the take home?
So after touring the winery and the bottling production facilities, we've come away with a few pieces of information. We know that heating the bottle could be a factor in building the internal pressure, and the same thing goes for agitating the bottle. But what we don't know is the magical combination of bottle shape and type of wine that'll cause our corks to go the fastest and the furthest. But that is what we're going to move on to next.
Okay, and back at the shop, Kari begins by sizing up her opponent.
Now, winemakers actually use different shaped bottles for different wine. You can tell that you have a Riesling because it has slender shoulders. A Burgundy is a little bit fatter at the bottom. You have shoulders on a Bordeaux. So it's possible that the size of the bottle, the type of wine, or even the shape of the bottle might make a more explosive cork.
And to find out, the team is going to fire up a wine flambé.
I'm making my Zen garden.
To see if any bottle can shoot its cork the mythical 100 feet. And here's how.
So for our bottle Olympics, we're gonna have a flame off. We're gonna put each different type of wine in this holder right here, turn up the flame, and compare the results. Now there are 3 pieces of data that we're after. Number 1, how long does it take to pop the cork? That's why we've got this timer right here. Number 2, how fast is the cork flying when it exits the bottle? That's why we've got this scale and our high-speed camera. And finally, how far does the cork fly once it pops? That's why we've got this scale that goes all the way down to the end.
And first up is a room temperature Bordeaux.
Here we go.
With the team safely behind the blast shields, now the waiting begins.
You know, this could be my favorite way to open up a bottle of wine.
Remember, the corks in the myth supposedly flew 100 feet.
Right now I call we are at 50 seconds.
But how far will the Bordeaux blow?
it.
I was either expecting glass go or a cork go, but it went.
Pip is right. After 2 minutes, with the temperature at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, the cork erupted at a feeble 3 miles per hour and barely made it to the sand.
After hearing this story, we got prepared with blast shields and eye protection and ear protection, and we got 2 feet of distance.
But being glass half full optimists, the guys reset with a twist.
So this bottle looks the same as the other one, and it is, but there's one big difference. It's been chilling for a while, since we don't know whether the wine was being refrigerated when it was being transported. I'm gonna throw this in, try it again.
But will the chill give a greater thrill?
I think I see it swelling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's starting to push out.
Okay. Woo! Nice.
Although still way short of the myth,
3 feet 4 inches.
the cold Bordeaux did fly 50% further than its warm counterpart.
Now, there are a few reasons why a cold bottle might actually be better for this myth than a warm one. To start out with, a cold bottle and a warm bottle both have the same pressure. But the more drastic change in temperature that a cold bottle experiences might mean a more drastic change in pressure.
So from here on in, they're sticking with cold bottles on high heat.
Next up, Burgundy. Chilled.
But neither the Burgundies
Hey, 5 feet 10 inches.
nor the Sauvignon Blancs
It got caught.
nor even the fortified quartz
That was pathetic.
That was adorable.
come anywhere near the mythical 100 feet.
Looks like size doesn't matter.
And that just leaves the final wine,
Long, slender bottle, high heat.
the Riesling.
30 seconds on the clock.
All is quiet until the temperature hits
200 degrees.
when suddenly,
Here we go. Whoa! Oh my gosh!
It went off the end of the scale.
That is incredible.
incredible is right. Maybe because of its pointed shape, the Riesling shoots its cork over 30 feet at 32 miles an hour. Still not far enough for the myth, but all is not lost.
What we have here is a wine bottle graveyard. Now, we have basically tested every different type still wine. We've tested a variety of shapes of bottles, and we have tested a variety of size of bottles. Still, we have not been able to get our corks to fly farther than 30 feet. So now it is time to address the elephant in the room. That is the champagne bottle. It?
So far, the MythBusters have popped the cork on still wine. But now it's time to unleash the big guns.
It's time to bring out the bubbly.
Already at a pressure of 80 psi, even without any heat,
All right, so this is the control test for the champagne.
the champagne's cork can fly 25 feet.
That's no heating, no agitation, just straight up.
So, will an Inferno beat that benchmark?
Bottle temp's at 200.
This could be disastrous.
Could be pretty bad.
Or it could be awesome.
And will the pressure be enough to pop the cork and the wire cage clamping it in? Or will the bottle give way first?
All that pressure is building, and if that cage holds that cork in place, the bottle's gonna explode before the cork shoots out.
Raining down boiling, sparkling wine on all of us.
It's a sobering thought, so Tory gets an elaborate safety solution.
That'll keep us safe. It looks like it's gassing out. That's not good.
No, it's dripping. I can see it dripping down the side. I wonder if the cork caught on fire.
Which could be really dangerous.
I see steam.
It's a shattering result
Now that's a party!
as the glass bursts first, meaning the cork hardly flew any distance at all. So for Champagne Test 2, the guys are dialing down the size of the flame.
Really strange having a job where you spend all day just doing things that your parents told you never to do.
Cork looks like it's pushing out. Here it goes.
Oh my God, it's happening.
It's about to pop.
It's happening.
I could not even see where it went.
Talk about a champagne moment. After 5 minutes of flame, the cork flies from the bottle at an astonishing 60 miles an hour. But gets lodged in the ceiling.
Finally, we're getting some results, and this is looking very good for the myth. With the champagne bottles, our corks are actually going so far, we are not able to measure them on our scale. They keep hitting the roof.
Having hit the champagne ceiling, they head outside, where there's no limit to how far they can pop their corks.
Lighten it up.
But will they get the 100 feet thereafter?
I see some dripping. I see dripping.
Well, not with test 1.
Oh, what is that? Like
About 40 feet.
40 feet.
And not with test 2.
6 minutes, the bottle exploded.
Test 3, with some extra agitation, does better.
Oh! Where'd it go? Out there.
50 feet.
But still not good enough. So what does this mean for the myth?
So far, we've tested dozens of bottles and gotten results that vary from Bordeaux's 2 feet to Champagne's 50 feet. But what all the results have in common is that none of them is even close to the mythical 100 feet that we need. But this is MythBusters. We're not just gonna stop here.
It's no myth that this semi became a blazing vino inferno. But did its cargo really explode as per the reports?
Okay, so there's 2 parts to this myth: the distance the corks flew and the machine gun firing effect.
Well, as far as the distance goes, it's looking a little dodgy. I mean, even our best performer, the Champagne, chilled and agitated, only went 50 feet, half the required distance.
All right, well, that just leaves the machine gun fire effect. I think it's time we take this myth full scale.
I totally agree. Let's fill a semi-truck full of wine, both our winning still, which was the Riesling, and a ton of champagne, and see if we can get a machine gun fire.
To the bomb range.
Yep, there's only one destination for this bottle barbecue. And it's BYO semi-trailer.
It's actually in pretty good condition.
Let's burn it.
And with the truck in position, prepped, and the firewood stacked,
Nice job, MythBusters.
now to stock it with some bottom-of-the-line wine.
So we have our truck. Now we're gonna fill it with almost 1,000 bottles of champagne, which is our obvious clear winner from our bottle experiments. We got 60 miles an hour and 50 feet from those corks. Just for good measure, we're gonna throw in a few bottles of our still winner as well, which is the long, skinny bottle.
And based on their shop tests, they are making sure the bottles stay cool.
So we brought in our champagne from a chilled truck and transferred it to this one that we're gonna burn. This is gonna keep it cold until we're ready to start the fire.
It's a meticulous operation, but not everyone's impressed.
On the record, I'm just going to say, on behalf of me and all the other bomb techs around the United States and the world, I'm totally against this burning of wine and champagne.
I'm with you on that one, JD. This is nothing but a travesty.
All right, here we go. We're lighting up.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
That's beautiful. So we filled the truck up with our wine. We've just lit it on fire. This fire is burning hot, but do I think we're gonna get the machine gun effect that we hear about in this myth? I have a hard time believing that.
Tory's not convinced, and after 5 minutes, the simmering semi is still relatively quiet.
Oh,
Here we go.
yeah.
Heard him.
I mean, it's not like a machine gun you would imagine. It's more,
Not yet. Hold your horses. Experiment's not over yet.
Kari's right, because in their earlier tests, it sometimes took 8 minutes for the champagne to fire.
8.5 minutes.
Oh, man.
And as the saying goes, good things come to those who wait.
Hey! Oh, my goodness.
It's like firecrackers.
Yeah.
Really expensive firecrackers. This is better than the 4th of July.
In fact, once the gunfire sounds start, there's no stopping them.
Wow, you see shrapnel flying out here?
Yeah.
As hundreds and hundreds of bottles either pop their corks or explode in the fire.
I can't believe how well this is working. After we set the trailer on fire, those bottles started popping just like a machine gun. It sounds like 4th of July.
I gotta tell you one thing. If I were a fireman and I heard what sounded like automatic machine gun fire coming out of that thing, I wouldn't be approaching it.
Absolutely, because with corks flying 50 feet and glass shrapnel even further, this is a wine tasting to steer clear of. But with the semi reduced to ashes, is the myth in any better shape?
Look, there's one right there.
Wow!
What distance is that?
That's easily 50 feet.
You know what? It sounded like a machine gun.
Yeah, but the myth's at 100 feet. That's not even near it. So I'm thinking this is busted overall.
Yeah, I say busted.
All right, busted. But what if we harness the power inside these bottles?
Like what?
I don't know, make it directional? Make some kind of a gun?
A machine gun?
Maybe.
Are we gonna MythBuster this up?
Yeah.
We set a full-size trailer filled with sparkling wine and still wine on fire. And we got a machine gun type effect.
There's your machine gun!
But we didn't get the mythical 100 feet. So this one is busted. But we're not gonna stop there. This is MythBusters. So the next step for us is to go with the spirit of the myth and replicate the results. And that means making our own wine bottle machine gun.
And back at the shop, that's exactly what the MythBusters are gunning for.
So after all of our testing, we've decided to try to replicate the result and give that machine gun effect that the myth talks about by harnessing the power of the wine bottle.
We basically just cut up a bunch of pipes, put it on some bearings, made it look like a Gatling gun, and we're gonna use propane as a heat source.
This is it, the ultimate MythBuster wine machine gun. We're using chilled champagne bottles, shaken and set over an open flame. Now it's time to fire this thing.
It's certainly a red-hot piece of hardware that only needs a target. And that's where Grant comes in.
There'll be potentially shattering glass, boiling liquid. So I have this. It's a fire suit. Hopefully, it's gonna keep me safe.
Let's do this.
With Grant quite literally staring down the barrel,
Here come the pain!
it's go time.
I forgot to protect my nether regions.
As machine guns go, it's a low-key start, as the team has to wait 10 minutes for the wine to reach optimum pressure. But then,
Got him in the leg! Right in the ding-ding!
I don't know about dangerous, but it's hilarious. They're actually hitting with some force. Right in the gut.
it's a sparkling MythBusters moment.
Oh, yeah!
But with reloading too dangerous, the conclusion is inevitable.
Is that it?
All right, I think that's it.
We got the wine bottles to act like a machine gun, and we got the corks to go in the direction we wanted it. Now, I feel a little bad for Grant.
Oh, yeah!
But I think he would agree it was worth it, at least for science.